Hey everybody, it's Justin, My Pace Fitness. I'm going to teach you guys today how to make a strongman keg. Camera's going to be a little weird. I'm the only one out here. I'm going to take that with those parts sitting there and those and make that. Difference is that keg weighs about 30 pounds. This keg weighs about 75, 80 pounds. It's full of sand. First things first. Tools you'll need. Get one of these from Lowe's. They're, I think, about $4 or $5. It's a 2-inch pressure cap. The reason I use these is because this is what they use in pipes to actually hold water pressure. Some of the other ones that you can buy, they don't hold pressure. Okay, this one would, so probably a little bit stronger. I'm not going to say that it is absolutely stronger. This is the brand I use. I got it from Lowe's, like I said, about $5. Next thing, you need a hammer. You're not going to see me have to use the hammer. Yeah, I got grass in it because I had to dig out a little thing with it. Then you have your needle nose pliers, 2 different screwdrivers. The reason I use 2 different ones is because of this little tab right here. You got to use one smaller one to fit in this hole to pull that tab out to here. And then once you got it out there, usually I use another one and the hammer to get it out to this point. Once you get it to this point, you could grab it with your hands, but normally I don't get it to that point. Usually it's only sticking out about this far. I take a needle nose plier, grab a hold of it, if I can get it, and just pull it out. This is what holds this part in. Once you get to this part, all I gotta do is turn it. You can do it with your fingers as long as this doesn't have any pressure behind it. Before you do anything, take this outside, turn it away from you, stick something to push this ball down. You would have to use pliers, your finger, a stick, something to get that ball down. Okay, it does press down. See? That's what holds the pressure for your keg whenever it's full of beer or pop or whatever's in it. Then you'll pull this piece out of the keg. Okay. You'll no longer need this unless you want to use it as your cap. Me personally, I don't use it. You can. So I don't feel usually like putting this little piece back in. It's a pain in the butt. Trust me, I've tried it a couple times. It is not fun. So you'll no longer need that. These, this, or this anymore. The only thing you'll need now is one of these. How much was this? Well, after we got done using it, washed our clothes, it's technically free. Cut the top off of it, and you might ask why. Why do you cut the top of it off and use this instead of a funnel? Well, you can use a funnel, but it has to have at least a 1-inch hole in the bottom, probably 1.5. You don't want to use one that has 2 because it won't fit down in the hole. And if you use a regular funnel, it'll either go super slow, or the sand won't go down in it at all because the hole's too small. Take that, stick it down into your keg. And the reason I'm using sand in a bucket instead of sand in a bag and anything like that is because I am by myself. Then you take your shovel or grab a hold of your bag, then just dump the sand down in there. Put 50 pounds into a 30-pound keg, and you get about an 80-pound keg. Whenever this keg is done, I'm gonna have about 1.5 bags in it because I want to make it 100 pounds. Because currently I have that 70-pound keg that I showed you earlier, and I have a 135-pound keg. Now I want one in between. So this is what I'm going to use. And the reason that you fill it up with sand is, first off, it's cheap. You can buy a bag of sand for just a couple bucks. I mean, they're really, really, really cheap. And the reason that you use this instead of a barbell is because the weight inside shifts. If you try to pick up a 70-pound keg and press it over your head, it's way different than picking up a 70-pound barbell. Way, way harder. So you gotta get actually underneath of it. You gotta manhandle it around. That's the only way you're gonna be able to do it. But once you get all the sand in there that you need, then you'll just put this cap on. Fits right down the hole. And then you twist this until it tightens down. You'll hold the red part steady and just do the wing nut, okay? And once you get it all the way full, then you're good to go. This thing will weigh 100 pounds. You can press it, throw it, just do almost like a farmer's walk with it, but you do a keg walk instead, so it'd be out in front of you. Do anything you want to do as far as like a strongman keg is concerned. You could use these as loading kegs. You have a big barrel or something outside and just put these in them. And you'll have them all measured out to how much they weigh. That way you don't have to use, let's say, rocks or even your plates, because you don't mess them up. These things are real durable. I've taken this one, tossed it, overhead pressed it, dropped it on the ground. Everything you can think of that you can do to really mess those up. And it's just got a couple little bent edges. I've had that one for almost a year and nothing's happened to it. Kegs are usually pretty cheap. You can find them on garage sales, Craigslist, online. You can buy new ones. Personally, I wouldn't buy a new one. I'd either use one that you had a keg party with or one that you find from somebody that used to have a kegerator. Anything. I would not pay more than $30 for one that's either size. Me personally, I don't even usually pay $30. I usually try to get them cheaper than that. But I hope this helps. If you have any questions about making any other type of equipment or even how to use it, just comment, let me know, message me. I do have a Facebook. And as always, like, share, help a guy out. Oh yeah, quick look at the gym. A lot of people hasn't seen some of the new stuff, and yes, my arm wrestling table right now is using for my fan because I was doing arms today. I wasn't arm wrestling. Got to use every little bit of space in here that I can. Well, like I said, I hope this helps. Like, share, comment, whatever you need, message me. I do have a Facebook, My Pace Fitness on Facebook, and just give me your questions. All right.